down by the defense, you've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
180.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ryan Izzo, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Double dog, that's the way. Pistol.
Watch out.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And down inside the 15 he goes. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Freeman. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Royce Freeman, as time expires in the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Odell Beckham Jr. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. And his pass incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, baby. New turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now Landry. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
70, Indy, recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
44 to Mike.
Bravo.
Check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-one in those, too.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Dorsett on the return. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Freeman. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Let's make these babies cry. General West. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Check 31.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the shit. 44, Mike, 44.
Dude.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, Delta.
36, 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Hey, keep it, hey.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. 20! Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 44. Come on. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Browns 24. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
44 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, Alpha.
Fofo's to Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. AT Gator. Hey, exit.
Check. 53 Mike. Check.
Big grip. Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Royce Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On third down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, award 33.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
On the ready.
Hey, we got
Hey, Echo.
Mike 53. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
Alert!
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Come on, baby.
2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Ready. 42.
Here we go.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. He returns that punt 73 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And drive number 1 for them was a punt. We'll see what drive number 2 holds here.
And oftentimes you think to yourself, okay, second possession, let's go ahead
and got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, 180. 54, Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Blue. 54, Mike. 54, Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. He finds Humphries. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. From the 39, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Seven, our score after one.
Mike 54. Let's put him on the alert. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Off play action. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Go! Greystone, Travis.
Right there. 54 Mike.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's caught. Humphries. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready? 30 base.
54.
We on X3. 218, chopper.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Bravo.
54.
Get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Complete. It's Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Wilson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Carlos Santos on for the field goal.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Now!
Back to throw. Schmidt. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
5.
On first and 10, Schmidt flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Schmidt. He completes it to Henry. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You ready?
54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Set, go.
Off the play fake. Schmidt. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, They said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Off play action. Schmidt. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Love. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Cooper again the target, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it again with Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down. Schmidt escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Love. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. On first down, Schmidt. That's complete to Sharp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
8, read. Mike, 54. Here we go, team.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. 5.
To throw again. Schmidt. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. 23
yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Henry. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Schmidt. He gets it to Humphries. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. And caught by Henry. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Schmidt. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return. Touchdown by the Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Schmidt under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19.
Rock it.
Looking to throw. Schmidt. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
54. Mike, 54. They can't hang with us.
Now.
On 4th down, Schmidt. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Championships, baby. Check it out,
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Love. He's going to go for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on 1st down. Schmidt. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Operating from the gun, Schmidt. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Check, check, check. 54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch it, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.